Welcome back to Supers Live. We've got a guy that loves going north of the border and winning super modified sim races for the second year in a row, setting in victory lane here for the Snowball Derby at Delaware Speedway. It's Dave O. Congratulations, Dave. You ready to sing "O Canada" for us? Seems how we forgot the Canadian national anthem. How good's your rendition? Can you sing it for us?
No, I think I'll leave that to the professionals. Don't want to hear that from me.
Either way, man, great run tonight. Another dominating victory. A heck of a race out there in the pursuit, your heat race, and also just a challenging event here. Pretty long green flag run. Looked like the car may have been a little used up at the end of the race, or your foot was a little heavy. Which was it?
A little bit of both. Didn't want to leave any room on the restart because I know at the end we got a chain of them there, which just the pace of the night was pretty almost expected. The heats, short heats, few cars, very aggressive. Uh, then the beginning of the race, the car's tough on cold tires. You kind of got to ease it around a little bit at first 2, 3 laps before you can really start putting down fast laps with the race setup here. But then we seemed to calm down for almost the entire night until the end. We had a chain of yellows, but I'd say it's a good race all around. Definitely had multiple grooves. Felt like the top could roll a little better. All four, especially, but into one, you definitely want to get down to the bottom and wash up half lane. Almost put your right sides on that first dotted line. Really just had to use the track. At least there's 2 lanes. I mean, I felt lap cars, they picked the line and stuck to it, so no complaints there. I didn't really see anything to criticize. Everyone seemed to be running fairly clean, but again, hard because it's just a tough track with it being so bumpy. And one of the longer races run at the 50 laps. Tires are worn out at the end here, so it's just hard racing when you get those incidents at the end. And everyone's gunning for it.
A good challenge for sure. The car's used up a little bit. I think that kind of makes for some better racing out there. But heck of a run at the end. Fortunately for you, you had clear track there on those final restarts. It helped you out a little bit, but still, was there anything going through your mind there as those restarts kept happening? Was a car tough for you on those restarts with the cold tires, or were you better not worried about who could have been behind you?
I was definitely happy. I had a gap to Brad because I rode around a little easier towards the middle to the midpoint after our first yellow, and we went so many laps, didn't feel like we were going to get another one, so I started to push the car to try and get around and build as big of a gap. And I think at the end that may have been what saved me because we had that first yellow. I think Brad, Zach, and Ryan were, if not the last 3 cars, right there within the last 4 cars of the line of cars there. So any more yellows, I knew Brad would be there. Um, just glad we didn't have any more. I almost dumped it there. And I think the last one I drove it in way too deep. I was driving in deep into one all night, but that last one I went a little too far and almost looped it.
Well, always have a great car control, Dave. Congratulations. Heck of a run for you here in Canada. Did you pick up any Canadian sponsors while you came up north of the border to run this race?
Unfortunately, not. Just the usual super sponsors. Icing's on top, Breeze Graphics, Airbag Studios, First Finish Race Servers. Of course, regular car sponsors, HeatFinder.net and the ModSquad.info. And also just got to give a shout out to you and Keith for winning the team points battle for tonight.
Well, thank you very much. That was a challenge all the way to the end, and that's what it's all about. Good battle. Congratulations, Speedy Man, on your second win in a row here at the Crazy Canuck Snowball Derby. What would you can you honestly say? Is this one of the craziest formats you ever have run?
I think it is. I thought it's a nice format. I like the pursuits, heats, all of that. Like that it's smaller field, so it's I don't know. It's more exciting. I feel like with a smaller field for those excitement races.
Well, it was a fun race, a challenging race. Still the class of the field. Davo, your winner here tonight at the Crazy Canuck Snowball Derby at Delaware Speedway, coming home with the Team Challenge Championship. And this is something that both of these guys, including I say myself and the other guy that's on my team here tonight, has done a few times. This makes my fifth Snowball Derby Team Challenge win, and this makes Keith Powell's third. Congratulations, Keith. Great run tonight. Kind of surprising. I thought maybe Dave O and Danny Rave was going to have it there at the end. Danny finishing up the race just a few laps down and doing a good job out there. And then all of a sudden, here comes Zach Sears and Bob Hayduck as well. How do you feel about being on the winning Snowball Derby Team Challenge again this year?
Oh man, I'm kind of ecstatic. I'll take this home as a win after the last season and a half that I've had. But it was awesome. The points were super tight, and it was weird. In the features, really where it counts. I mean, the heat races and that you hope you get split up in the heat race, and then each teammate finishes like top two or three, and that gets you solid going into the feature. But the features, where it really counts. And I knew there was going to be some tough teams: Dave O's team, Rob's team, Zach's team, and then us. And most of those guys were faster than us, but I think me and you had a pretty good game plan going into this, and our cars were really similar, and we know what to expect out of each other driving styles. So um, once it got shook out, and after I think we might add one caution early, but once we got in that green flag run, I was kind of content, and I like being right behind you. And I said, man, me and you just got finishing top. If we both finish in top five or top six, we got a pretty good shot at it. And Rob pressured me the whole race, And once it really got strung out, you had like 3 car lengths on me. And I wasn't going to fight you hard because we're teammates, but I think my car was starting to be a little bit better, or maybe a little bit less of a push than what you was having. But Rob was just on my bumper the whole race. So I was like holding him off because you got to be where you were at, and I got to be where I'm at just to even have a chance at the end. And I really goofed up towards the end of the race. I heard a motor super loud on the outside of me, and I thought, Dave already put us a lap down, so figure, a few more laps and the rest of them will be coming. And I heard a motor super loud on my outside. I thought it was Brad. I gave the outside line up, pinched myself, and it was a 35. So I had to concede the spot to him, and then I was like, okay, I got the rest of the race to try to fight him back and make sure he doesn't get you. But it was a super fun race, and it was pretty exciting, at least where I was sitting, and I know it was a pretty exciting race for you. How does it feel? You're kind of been my de facto teammate since I haven't had Steve, and me and you've been working pretty good, so it was just kind of fitting we got teamed up tonight, and I was pretty excited after qualifying that I had you as a teammate. So how was your race, and how does it feel for you?
Well, I'll keep it brief, but that was a blast to be with somebody like you that's been on this team, the Snowball Derby Team Challenge champions. This will be your third time in 5 years. Yeah, I knew I was set pretty good, but you just could never count out Dave O and Rob. I mean, Rob is just, it's like his history in this race is about as good as it gets. So other than race and so uh, I felt confident and I felt good being paired up with the number 41 tonight. And what a blast. It was so much fun to see guys team up and try to work together. Some of the guys that maybe weren't as slow, the faster guys trying to help them. And that's what it's all about, man. The race was fun. Kind of gave up a couple spots early, but I knew as long as you were behind me, I was good. Rob came up, man. I thought he was going to get me. He was right there. I didn't know he was there in 3 and 4. I don't know if I moved too much or he just had a lot of momentum, but he tapped and he ended up going around. I hate seeing that for him because I said he's so good in this race. A 3-time champion of the race, but I will take those bonus points because Brad finished well tonight. I've been doing decent in the points championship, I'll take the 10 bonus points. If that's the only way I can keep my hopes of a top 3 alive in the championship, I'll take them, man. But what a fun night. What a blast. Happy to be here at a real racetrack that races real super modifieds, has a great history of super modified racing, and just a shout out to all the Canadian fans that have supported real racing down through the years. Man, they like racing and super modified racing as much as they like their Labatt's Blues. So, thanks, Keith, for being a great partner tonight. That was a blast, man.
Yeah, thank you, Bobby. Gotta thank Supers, First Fish Race Servers, Icings on Top, Breeze Graphics, and welcome a new sponsor, BK Logistics. That's awesome. They came aboard. So definitely had a fun night, and well, definitely looking forward to the next couple weeks. Those are, to me, the most important.
Well, I would imagine show a couple of races in your home state of Ohio. So hope to see you there. Hope to see you all back with us as well. And like Keith said, thanks so much to our sponsors, man. We couldn't do it without them. Great dedicated group, including First to Finish Race Servers. Solid servers here tonight. All night long. No issues whatsoever. First to Finish Race Servers, breezegraphics.com for those fantastic overlays, and our stream. Hairbag Studios, Kevin Timmons, our producer, turning the knobs, spinning the dials, pulling that hair out, trying to keep us looking good. Icings on Top, specialty cakes for all occasions, a proud sponsor of the SUPRS Rookie of the Year Award and the SUPRS Triple Crown of Super Modified Sim Racing, presented by Icings on Top. Grid-finder.com. Find your place on the grid. We are proud to be a Grid Finder approved racing league. Burger Smokehouse, simple family tradition since 1927, on the web at smokehouse.com. Wags Custom and Cool Awards, keeping you looking cool in Victory Lane, and proud sponsor of the Supers Post Race Show. BMK Logistics, delivering your Amazon products first and fast. BMK Logistics in Liverpool, New York. Proud sponsor of the Fast Car Dash Challenge and the New England 50. Well, we'll be back next week in Ohio for the Gibson Fast 50 on Tuesday and the 14th annual Terry Gibson Memorial on Wednesday. We hope you can join us for those NASCAR heat races, and glad that you can join us here tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to hit the follow button. We're pushing for 90 followers. We need 7 more before the end of the month. We'd love to see that. Appreciate all of you that follow us now. Thanks to everyone that watched on supers.net on the Supers Live page. Don't forget, check out supers.net for real super modified race dates, including the Outlaw Super Sprints and the New England Big Block Super Modified Series, now up on our schedule page. Watch for Isma Oswego, Madera, and the Midwest Super Modified Series coming soon. I'm Bob Gay. We're reminding all of you that when you take off to the Great White North and you're looking for a Labatt's Blue, make sure the Canadian Mounties, when they're chasing you, that you're wing side up and wheels to the ground.
Someone you love, and if you're going through it, I say do it with someone you love.